Welcome to Ultimate Music Theory Notes with your host, Glory St. Germain. I am so excited that you're joining me here today. So, what are the notes that I have for you today? Well, I'm about to reveal that. And you know, music notes are just a part of everything musical, and we've got to have notes. And I have 3 notes that I'm going to share with you today and a little quiz to go along with it. So let's see how you can put these notes together. So one of the things that often happens is that we're really working on teaching through the summer. Some of us are teaching online, some of us are teaching in person. What ideas do you have to create some summer fun and still be, maintaining some of your teaching schedule? Not everyone is on holidays for the entire 2 months off during the summer. So let's engage them. It's the middle of July, so let's have some fun. So I have 3 notes for you today, and here they are. The 3 notes today are B, G, and C. And the question, the big reveal at the end, will be what is the dominant 7th chord that is created using these 3 notes when only moving one of these notes a half step or a semitone up or down? So let's see who's going to be on the ball for the big reveal today. So if you're joining me live, go ahead and share in the chat box where you're from, what you're teaching. Are you teaching over the summer? Are you teaching online? I'd love to hear from you. Make sure that you also join our Facebook group, the Ultimate Music Theory Facebook group. You can catch us there for all kinds of cool things and connect with other music educators. So let's jump in and see what this is all about. B, G, and C. All right, are you ready? Okay, good. So the first one, now I wonder if you're guessing, just kind of looking at the display, are you guessing what those letters stand for? We'll see who's paying attention. So the first one that I'm talking about today is the letter B, and that stands for bells. So why would we use bells when we're teaching music? If we're teaching piano or saxophone or guitar or even voice, what's the point of using bells? Well, I'm going to give you a few reasons. The first one is because it's fun and it's pretty. But the other reason is that you can easily visually see the step and the skip, and we can talk about intervals. So if you're looking at the lovely bells here, and if I was playing one, you can clearly hear that it's a step, and you can clearly hear that it's a skip. So visually, it really helps our students. The other thing is that we can ask students to identify intervals. And this is, again, a visual aid, whether you're teaching really young students or older beginners. It's just a quick and easy way to say, well, if I'm going to play this one, and remember our notes for today are C and G and B. So let me just go from C to G. So what does that sound like? Okay, so now we might count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so we can identify that it's a 5th. And the first thing we want to do is just introduce the steps and the skips and then the distance, right? Because we just want to see it. And later we go deeper and we talk about minor and we talk about major and we can talk about augmented and diminished and perfect, of course, perfect 5th. But for starters, we just want to really see and explore. So number 1 is if you don't have bells, just go grab some bells. They're not very expensive. They're a really great teaching tool for you to have in your teaching studio. Share with me in the chat box if you've ever used bells in your teaching. Now, I've got a great blog to share with you today. It's written by Sheila McKibben-Uren, and it's all about summer theory classes and what you can do to have some fun in your studio. And she really goes into great detail as to what does she do with her bells in her music studio when she's got all kinds of different classes. So you can go ahead and check out the blog. I'll put the notes in the show notes in here for you in a little bit. So that's just one way that you can use bells in your teaching studio. So that brings us to the next letter, and that would be the letter, ready? G. The letter G stands for games. And one of the things that you can do when you're using your bells in your theory club classes is you can play a game. And one of the games you could play is Name That Tune. So I'm going to give you a little example here. And if you know what the name of this is, you can go ahead and share it in the chat box. So are you ready? Here it is. That's all I'm giving you. Can you recognize the tune? Da, 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 da. And if you're kind of leaning towards happy birthday, you are right. So it's kind of fun to just play the little game, name that tune. Another thing you can do is switch. Students love to play, you be the teacher, and have your students play a little tune and see if they can ask you a question to name that tune. Put the shoe on the other foot, as they say. So have some fun, engage your students, help them visually see the intervals and the distance between a step and a skip and a fifth and so on. And then you can also incorporate some games, because when we play games, it just makes learning more fun. So I encourage you to do that. All right, so now we know that we can use our bells for learning our notes, seeing the distance. We can use them for playing games, such as name that tune. Let's get into our third letter today. So we've got C, and we've got G, and we've got B. So the third letter was the letter C. And the letter C stands for compose. All right, so compose what? Well, sometimes if you're just starting off composing, and you can leave me a little note in the chat box, are you teaching composing? Or do you consider yourself a composer? If you're not sure even where to start, you can just go, make sure you join our Facebook group, Ultimate Music Theory Teachers Facebook group. We've got all kinds of resources there for you to just kind of jump in and learn, where can I start? Throughout the Ultimate Music Theory Supplemental Workbook, you can see a couple of them behind me, the Beginner A, Beginner B workbooks I think I put up. Composing is part of the workbook, and it's so easy to just get started. So if I give you a topic like summer sunshine, you would think, oh, well, that's going to be bright. That's going to be fun, right? So then you're probably going to compose a little piece, and you can just start on the pentascale, just the first 5 notes. And you might want to make it something happy, right? We're not going to be sad if we're talking about summer sunshine. So it just kind of gives you an idea. And usually when I start composing, I just say, just use the first 5 notes, just use the major pentascale. Kind of leave it up there. The sun is shining brightly. And then you might want to come back down. And remember the KISS method. Keep it super simple, right? We don't have to make this complicated when we're just starting off with composing. All right, so compose summer sunshine. So now I gave you a little quiz, and the question was, let's see if you are paying attention. The question was, if you take C and G and B, and you're creating a dominant 7th chord, what is the one note that you can change, either going up or down a half step, in order to create a dominant 7th chord? So if you know the answer, you can share it with us inside the Ultimate Music Theory Teachers Facebook group. There may be a little surprise for you in there if you can answer that question. So what is the note that you need to change to create a dominant 7th chord by simply having C, G, and B, and only one of those can be altered by a half step up or down? What do you need to do? Which of those 3 can you alter to create a dominant 7th chord? And maybe I'll just reveal the answer a little bit later. Haha. So will I keep you in suspense? One of the things I wanted to share with you, if you'd like to learn more about how you can get all these resources and teaching tips and techniques, worksheets. Actually, we have a complete Ultimate Music Theory course inside our UMT Ultimate Music Theory Teachers membership. Simply go to teachumt.com and you'll see everything there. It's absolutely amazing. We've got some huge bonuses in there for you that are just going to save you hours and hours of time, and I can't wait to share them with you. So check it out, teachumt.com. And all right, I'll reveal. So the answer is, if you take C and E and you simply take your B and you lower the B 1/2 step from B down to B flat, in fact, you have created the C dominant 7th chord, starting on C. And of course, the tonic, if you count down 5, would be F. So the dominant of F major or F minor is C7. So it's C, E, G, and instead of playing B, we're going to play the B flat. Yay! I hope you got that one right. Anyway, I'm Glory St. Germain. I'm your host, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Make sure that you tune in to the Ultimate Music Theory Notes. I'm with you live every week, and I look forward to seeing you then. And don't forget to join the Ultimate Music Theory Teachers Facebook group. Check us out on our YouTube channel, and join us inside the Ultimate Music Theory Teachers membership. So just go to teachumt.com, and I'll see you on the inside. Bye now.